home vlog today and update on the doctor's office. I went to the doctor's. For those of you that have been following, I had an issue with my legs where I'm retaining a whole bunch of water, and I said I was going to go ahead and document it as I went. There really wasn't a lot I could film in the doctor's office today. It was more of consultation than anything. However, they don't think it's my heart. But for safety concerns, they have, still scheduled the test. But from everything he did today, as far as blood tests and examination in the office, they don't think it's my heart. They, believe it or not, they think I have sleep apnea, and that can cause weight loss. That can cause weight gain, and it can cause your heart. The way he explained it to me was your heart changes to adapt to what's going on with your body, and if it makes too drastic of a change, it can't come back from where it is. That's kind of the short version. I had a great doctor today. It was the first time I've ever met this man because my other doctor moved. So I decided to try a new one so I could get the referral to the cardiologist I wanted to go to. And this guy said, look, I'll refer you to the cardiologist, but he's gonna have to refer you to get this test done that you need done, which is an ultrasound of your heart. He goes, but I'm going to go ahead and refer you for the ultrasound and for the cardiologist, so we both get the results, and you'll have your test done before you even meet the cardiologist, so you're not waiting double time to get in to get this tested. He said, however, from everything I've looked at, it's not your heart. So that's good news. I just want to be able to get this water off my legs because it's from my knees down. It hasn't made it anywhere. It hasn't made it any farther up into my body, because once water like that gets up into your stomach and in your chest, it gets even harder to fix the problem. So, and now my battery's going dead. So 1 second while I change the battery, and hopefully the camera doesn't move for what I'm about to do next. And we're back. What a pain in the ass. For those of you who don't use a Canon 200D SL2 or T7i or T5i or whatever, the battery door is on the bottom, so I literally had to take it off the tripod, then I had to take the mount off, and then just to get the freaking battery out. What a pain in the ass. Actually, to get the battery in. I could get the battery out after I took it off the tripod, but for some reason with the mount on, I couldn't get the other battery back. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So I did the doctor thing today, and things are looking up. I just want to get the pain to go away so that I can make more videos. I'm having a lot of fun doing this, and that leads us into part 2 of my home vlog. Yesterday I said some things that probably could have been construed as I was being a dick. Sorry. I didn't mean to be, and I don't ever, how do I put this? I don't ever want to deter you from watching channels that you like or channels that you learn from. I get a little annoyed sometimes, and it's my personal opinion on some of these tech channels, and not necessarily just tech channels, but how-to channels, that they all make the same videos over and over again. And that's fine, and that's great, and everybody learns something. I watched them. My whole thing is that when I started my YouTube channel, all I did was watch these channels, and I tried to learn everything that they were doing, and I thought, because of the way they talk and the way that they say words like cinematic and just all their terminologies, that's what people wanted to see, when really, it's neat and all, and it's really cool, and they're amazing filmmakers, but that's not what people want to see. People want to see it. I don't mean to say it like people don't want to see that at all. I think a lot of people like to see real life, and that's what I do, is I do real life, and I try to incorporate some of the things that I learned from these channels into what I put out there as a video. I said it yesterday in the beginning, I watched a lot of these channels, and I thought, well, maybe that's the way to go. That's how to gain views and subscribers, but when I was doing that, I forgot why I started a YouTube channel in the first place, and that was to have fun. That was to do something with my kids, and that was to have fun, and it was to learn new techniques in, I don't want to say filmmaking because it's a video camera, you know what I mean? And I understand they don't really use film anymore, but I wanted to learn new techniques, and I wanted to have fun. I have I lost 2 subscribers yesterday. I lost 2 subscribers yesterday, probably because of the things I said, and it is what it is. You know, I have my own opinion on these little summits that they're having everywhere, and the amount of money it costs to go to them, and the fact that the average human only retains so much. So if you're spending $800, $900, or $1,000 to go to these things and go to 50 different panels, how much are you really going to retain? I would go not to retain or to learn. I would go just to meet or see some of my favorite creators. That's the only reason why I would go to it. If I were going to go to one, and $800, I could buy a new lens. Hell, I could buy a new camera body. I shoot with the SL2, and I've been trying to upgrade to the 80D for F's sake for like 6 months, and I can't afford it. So that's the other thing, being a poor YouTuber, is that I built my whole kit off of an application for buying and selling used things around your home. And you can't do the things that these people are doing or trying to teach. You can do some of it, you can't do all of it because of the gear. And these guys have hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of gear. Casey Neistat throws his camera around like it's a piece of junk. I can't do that. I guard my camera with my life. It goes everywhere I go, neatly packed in my backpack, so nothing ever happens to it. Always has lens caps on it. My microphones are always in their cases and tucked away nice and neat, so nothing happens. It is what it is. But anyway, I also realized yesterday when I was doing the hat trick, the hat dance, that I was doing it wrong. It looked like every time I held a hat, I was putting it down here, so it basically could be that I was just changing the hat, because the edit happened so fast that I was changing the hat in my hand. What I should have been doing was holding the hat the whole time. The first time I did it, I made sure that the hat stayed in frame. And the reason why I like this trick so much is because it doesn't take any special editing to do it, and you keep most of the frame still live while you're doing the edit. It's the motion that changes everything when you do the flip. So, like Peter McKinnon does a thing where he jumps in the air and he claps his hand, and when he lands, he has different clothes on, and it's a neat looking trick. If I did that, I'd crack the concrete. I'm a big guy. But you can still see faintly the jump cut. When you do this, the motion hides that jump cut. So, I mean, you could basically do anything. I can take my hat off, and this blue shirt will be gray just by taking it off and waving it in front of the camera. See? And that's all because I cut right when the hat was in motion. So you don't really see, it's all fluid. So one of the things I wanted to say, that if you're gonna do this trick, like maybe have the camera back farther if you got a better microphone so you don't sound like you're in a tunnel. And just keep the hat in view of the camera so they don't think you're changing it in your hands. And then, you know, the first time I did it, I think I was flipping it in my hands and I was just talking, and then I just did something like this, and everything was changed back. Blue shirt, different hat, but you know, for some reason lately I can't get my hats to sit on my head right when I put it on. Anyway, not to do the same trick over and over again, but it really doesn't have to be a hat, and I'm not trying to get you guys to do what I do. It can be anything that goes in front of the lens. Anything that goes in front of the lens that covers the area you want to change, even covers like 75% of the area, because when I flip the hat, it really doesn't cover all of me. It's just the way the edit works, it just does it really smoothly. It could be anything. I walked by the camera once and I threw a towel at it, and when the towel dropped as I was walking by, and the acting was terrible on it, by the way, but when I threw the towel at it and the towel dropped, or a t-shirt, whatever I threw, I walked up to the camera and said, okay, let's go, and my clothes were all changed. It was different. I had different pants, different shirt, different hat. I was ready to go. So there's been one thing I've been trying to do for a long time, and I might try to do that now while I'm talking to you guys. I wanted to walk down the hallway. Well, I don't really have a hallway. My house is so small that you can sneeze, and I can sneeze in here and never mind. I wanted to shoot down the hallway and walk towards the camera and have my clothes changed as I was walking towards it. Now, I tried to do this once before and I royally screwed it up. So, let's go ahead and try that now. And I want to say again that I never tried to deter anybody from watching another channel. I just, in my personal opinion, I don't think that all of them are as genuine as they lead you to believe. I'm watching one, or I was. I unsubscribed to a lot of channels today just because they have a circle and it's impossible for you to penetrate that circle. And if you were small and you were outside that circle and for some reason you got inside it, all the people that supported you when you were small are still there, but they're also watching you forget that they ever existed. So if you have a channel, just remember those that were there in the beginning, because I've acquired a great group of friends on this journey of mine to build a YouTube channel. Some here in Las Vegas, some in other states, and some in other countries. SilverFox, he's awesome. He's a great supporter of mine, and I support him. Not to mention, he has some awesome scenery where he lives in Malaysia, so I have a lot of fun watching his channel. I watch his daughter's channel, which he edits. Adventures with the Best Kids. They're a Not Spray Farm vlogger, kind of like a Disney vlogger, but Not Spray Farm. And I've watched his channel grow and his style of editing grow, and he's amazing. And then I got my friends here in town. I got Las Vegas Unfiltered, Sleepless in Las Vegas, Brandon On, and Jake Mogstad, which are all great. And if you haven't watched Jake Mogstad, holy cow, talk about a master editor. But anyway, so, and you know, and there's others. If I've forgotten to mention you in this video, oh, there's a new one. There's a new food channel called Eatin Out in Vegas with Chip. You need to check her out. She's just getting started, so everybody jump on her channel and push. You know, get her going, get her excited to keep making YouTube videos and watch her grow and watch her channel change and watch her talent grow. That's the best thing about watching a small YouTuber, is we all start out terrible. Well, not we all. Me, I started out horrible. My first videos, ugh. But if you're really committed to it, you'll see all of us grow and change and get better as we do our thing. Anyway, let's try to do this hallway thing. I think I can do it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, but we're going to give it a shot. How's that? Well, it came out a lot better than I thought it was. So, it just, what I tried to do is I tried to make the edit on the step. So, wherever my right foot or left foot hit is where I try to make the edit. Now, they look like jump cuts. That's just the way it's going to be. But I just wanted to try something new and see how it would come out. It is what it is. Anyway, short vlog, home vlog. Again, watch what you want to watch. It's that simple, but take your camera and have fun. Don't worry about all the other stuff. Later.